you to donate to my campaign if you can afford to.
We're building a traditional cabin bunkhouse on our property in the remote woods. We've established a screw pile foundation that's 4 feet below the frost line. All the logs have been joined to create the first and second floor, and this week we're tying it all together. Rafters have never gone up so quick. So here's the thing. If I line this up to the edge of these boards, you would assume it's level and straight, right?
Should you assume?
That's what I'm wondering. Like, it looks pretty level to me. So
Throw a bunch of screws in.
we're putting on the roof planks. These are tongue and groove, just like the floorboards and the whole rest of the bunkie. Piece by piece, we're gonna make our way all the way across.
Times 2. You got 2 sides. How good does the rain feel?
Unbelievably good.
We are loving working in the rain. I feel like I'm a flower blooming right now. My hair sure does look like something. Quarter of the roof is done. And normally we would continue on the same side and finish off one half of the roof before we go to the next side, but it's slippery up there. I don't want to go on a roof while it's slippery. So, we are going to do this part because we just need to go on the roof as we have the upper second floor. Which makes it really easy to do this side of the roof. Mother Nature has been flirting with us all day, giving little peeks of sun. Yeah, we just ran inside. Downpour, thunder, and lightning. Only have half the roof on. Oops. Distraction. Do we know there's a thunderstorm anymore? It's looking like your ears. Distraction, is he? Good girl.
This is definitely a cold summer day.
Summer's going.
Did you have fun?
Good afternoon.
So hot and now it's like fall. No, it's not just summer vibe, you know? It's a fall day.
Share this with you. Oh. They built this thing all themselves.
Looks stunning. Wow. Good job. Lady on the roof.
But now we are pretty high.
Yeah.
I feel like I had it easier.
What's the plan?
I don't know.
We decided it's flat. I said like I like it.
We've decided it's ladder time. Okay. Let's
Yeah, until we start.
You can't say mangoes are too much sugar, so when you eat candy on
I
it,
think 15 minutes.
Two.
like a pack of Skittles.
No, not one sitting.
Oh, no kidding.
I always savor myself. I don't know. Now the big decision. Where do we want it?
Well,
We have
I was just a little down in blue Sunday afternoon. Always been a tough day for us both. And, so it's all good. We'll go retransmit your show. Make sure you put the link in here. Somebody gave 2 thumbs up, so there might be 2 people. I just don't know what to do with myself, so. You're going to start at 7, so we got a few more minutes. I thank you for stopping in, though. We'll just let this run out.
We have something going on this back wall, and we have something going right here. So,
Good idea. In case somebody comes in, I don't know if anyone's going to come in. Usually people have something to do on Sunday. But they built this whole place, man.
Thank you to Stone for sponsoring this week's video. We love travel.
I mean, just unbelievable.
So many different languages and natural. You'll be able to learn faster and retain more through their interactive activities, through their pictures, and the audio from native speakers.
My neighbor's got a dog he's going to put down soon. All right. We'll see you later. Oh, I should fix that. Bye. I spelt it wrong. Say goodbye to Buddy. Oh, well. It's all good. I figure we'll let it run, see what happens.
First big harvest of the summer. It is a perfectly ripe lemon cucumber. It's about the size of my fist. It's yellow. It's still hard. And now is the time to go my belly. First one of the season. Looks like a task ball. That's what I say. It's gonna be so tasty. The thing about a lemon cucumber is it's obviously a lot like a cucumber and a lemon, so it's very, very refreshing.
That's good because I don't think either are very good.
What? See, there's another one coming.
Lemons or cucumbers by themselves.
Wish I had another bowl of tomatoes or good squished. Little tomatoes. It's also important to pick right now.
I picked about 3 today.
Your tomatoes look like that.
But you can't see it.
You can't see it?
I can see it.
This is gonna be a yummy salad. Beans.
Yeah, shall we?
Perfect bowl of them. And then we can like saute it in butter.
What are you doing? Is it like cucumber in your pocket? You're a weirdo. had to drop your bowl. There were so many, eh?
There's so many.
Hi, Izzy.
Very happy with the outside harvest already.
Oh, cool.
I've owned my love sack couch for 5 years. It's moved with me from coast to coast. It's seen beginnings and endings, and it's welcomed several.
Never heard of lemon cucumbers.
I have my vegetables every day. Lemon cucumber. Maybe I should have stirred some earlier, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
How about you, Keisha?
A lot.
All right.
Greenhouse is too hot for you, eh, Bella? Are you Velcro dog? Yeah. We love it. Crazy. Happy gardener.
Come on.
And I'm so excited to taste those cukes.
So pretty.
Oh my gosh, that looks amazing.
Lemon cucumber, everyone.
Oh my. Let's try it. A lemon cuke.
From seed to table.
So crunchy. Prime.
Cucumber finally figured it out.
It's refreshing.
Love it. Love it.
Clean up on aisle lettuce. Like a bear. Or a cow, I'm not sure. I like eating lettuce. That looks so good. We boiled the beans in broth, and then we just sauteed them after a little bit. We got salad with sausage. Oh yeah, those are so good. So good. We built a road, and now that it's complete, I want to continue a small 6-foot wide road pathway for the tractor to get back towards the small area back behind the cabin even further. It can also be a walking trail, an ATV trail. It's going to be much smaller than the road, but it's going to be really nice to get all the way over there as well. So once it's done, I'll give you the real. I'll walk down it like it's a walkway.
Looks like this road is the Larry Crystal and Nameless Kubota Road. They want to keep on going, keep on working. Work horses, they all are. Does anyone else's dog love trampoline? As soon as she heard me jump on the trampoline, she came running. Loves it. I think it's because when she used to play competitive frisbee, I would train with her on the trampoline so she would land on all fours instead of the dun and then hurt her joints. So maybe she just fell out, but I don't know. Let me know if anyone else's dog loves it. Anywho, back on track. You look like you're making a pass for this exact excavator. Yeah. Do you think it's yours? Actually, I looked at it, I was like, it's so perfect. Aww. Don't get too attached.
I know.
Looks like Kitty's back. She's rolling down the driveway. You get a lot of shopping today.
Izzy.
Playing like a lead tires. That flex. I blame Izzy. How amazing is this road? Like, delivery to the bunkie.
With the roofing.
Oh
That's why I went to town. Izzy left the car without me and did her own shopping.
So happy to love the road.
I know, I wasn't game, but now look at it.
You two did a good job. I mean, afforded them to do all this. Pretty cool.
But honestly, like, I got paints, I've got decking boards, screw everything. There's nothing I'm paint. You know, like, front doors right there, super easy.
As a college, I struggled with using the same word again and again in my mistakes. I do a lot of writing in tools like Grammarly are essential. Grammarly is an AI writing partner that helps me efficiently.
Painting in the trees, sapphire in the hair. I did want more volume, but not this much. Oh, we have been painting all day. Look at the time. And that's all we have left. Just the top of the triangle, everyone. It's probably hard to look at that when I look like this.
No installation,
We have big plans for the inside and
but the whole
outside.
thing snaps together.
Paint on all four sides of the exterior. It looks phenomenal. Sorry, stain. Except for one side. One side doesn't look so phenomenal. We went a little thick. This is what it's supposed to look like. You can see the grain through the stain. And then this here is very much white. Cannot see the wood any longer. I really love the vibe of this stain. It's nice and light. It just looks like this. Yeah, it looks like wood still. So
Hopefully the sander works, and you're probably looking at this stain and you're like, this looks awfully familiar. Well, it's very close to the color we have inside our cabin. We don't have the right sandpaper, so we're going to do it. And we're going to do crystals together. Tight squeeze for the big machine. You guessed gardening? You were right. Crystal is starting by digging our garden bed nice and quick because we have the excavator. We had to inch our way in between the monkey and the cabin. Quite nerve-wracking, but she is definitely the wife for the job. Slow and steady and repositioning yourself is definitely the key to success.
that was incredibly fast. Within a few minutes, we have our garden bed ready to be planted. We're landscaping the monkey.
I wonder what to do with some excavators. Little baby cedar. We're going to do 2 right by the deck for some privacy from the other trees. And these little baby cedars grow 3 to 5 feet. Not meters, I mean a year, which is real fast. I saw them on someone's cart and I said, where did you get the junior giant cedars? And they showed me. They're trying to practice them all for people, I think. Anyways, today, the big point of me talking right now is we got these for $6. Canadian. 2.4 USD. We have all plans and stuff, and now we are going to be going in with all these little ones in the front. And I'm sure we'll go transplant some of our big, beautiful flowers out of our front gardens. Right, Crystal? Right, because they're really gorgeous and yellow and blooming. I love them so much. Normally I'm the one in the machine, and all I have to say is, Krista,
gardens are.
Wait, gardens? Gardens? The gardens. The second one over there.
One on the other side of the buggy. It looks so good. We're planted, we're sweating. Now we're gonna get in our machines. We're gonna mulch them.
No,
We're ready.
not really. So I figured I'd come on. Kind of down. Always been down on Sunday, though. Always. Even when I used to travel, I used to get real down on Sunday. Taking care of the campground, and everyone leaves on Sunday. Yeah. Well, being honest,
Every Sunday, all in one place. Sign up today. Terms and embargoes apply.
you know, well, I mean, it's no biggie. I just kind of I cleaned up in here a little bit. So it's all good.
Look at those girls working together. What a team, eh? Kubota. Kubota.
Where's your car?
That was easy. I'm actually out of breath from running after the camera. Oh. God, doing any labor. Isn't that a wonderful feeling?
Well, be careful leaving it in there with the windows rolled up and get really hot in there. It's not good for the battery. I mean, talking to my buddy on ham radio. After I closed up with you guys, I went and talked to my neighbor. Oh, yeah, that's the way it goes.
The smallest details matter so much. This
Yeah, you don't want to leave it in a car.
Sorry, like a spooky movie. Wind before the ghosts of the skirt pulled the buggy together. We only have the front.
It was hot day today. We weren't overly cool. We were up near 85. It wasn't a bad look day.
They are, so I bought green. I don't even have a skirt. Never had one. Here this year. Got
It
the
was a bad day. I'm just thinking of going shopping and how that was just Bud and I. Jesus Christ. Have mercy. Anyway, you know how that goes. Everyone's been there. We'll be all right.
I love this break. We never used to buy
I just wanted to do this, though. I figured, well, okay.
Excavators are good for everything. Bringing material,
You know.
landscaping, flattening material, build stairs.
And we got my last piece of watermelon. My watermelon, I don't think is gonna come. I just went out there an hour ago. It don't look very good. They're not gonna finish. Got a couple peppers and a couple cherry tomatoes.
3 hours now. It's been an hour, Izzy.
Animals, yep.
That dog can't tell time.
You never listen to my playlist
And you, miss, are gonna be able
on
to
YouTube?
into the buggy with ease. No more jumping.
Bubba did such a good job. I can't thank him enough.
As a
for putting it on a thumb card, thumb thing, USB thing. Howdy, MJ. Well, you should. Pretty good. I got a couple Pink Floyd songs we played the harmonica to. A lot of them songs Buddy picked. A lot of them songs. I'd be sitting here on YouTube with the music going and he'd start howling and swinging. Swinging, man. By Tom Petty. I don't know if you ever heard of it. That was by far the coolest song for us. Dawn's going live here at 7. Yeah, well, I never heard of it. Swinging. Man, we get that harmonica blazing, man. I am very grateful he lost the ability to sing in the last, probably. He hasn't really sung in a long time. But anyway, I got a bit shoot where I can play the music and have him singing. The harmonica sounds shitty because I'm right near the harmonica as I'm trying to film, but you can see old buddies singing along. Yeah. I'm hanging in there. Kind of tough day. Always been up here though. Oh, always been a tough day for me on Sunday. Always. My whole life. Yeah. Sunday was family get together and have dinner type deal. Something about Floyd animals. Like happy. I just right. Well, I'm trying. I got it. I have no choice. So I've been wanting to go see my neighbor. He just bought this piece of property, and I know he was excited, and I kind of shunned him because I was dealing with this. And oh, no kidding. And so I went over there, and we had a good, probably a half an hour, 45 minutes of shooting the shit. And he was telling me he's getting ready to put his dog down. And I tell you what, that guy lost a dog a couple of years ago, had to put it down, and that was his favorite dog. I never had more than one dog. So my dog I'm with is my favorite. You know what I mean? And I tell you what, he looked like he was going to teary-eyed. I'm telling you, man. Holy shit. Oh, well. It's I vacuumed up all the fur I could today. There'll be fur in the house forever. Stuck in nooks and crannies. Now, why can't? She's supposed to be live. I hate this whatnot shit, man. I really do. I figured I'd do this, I figured I'd do this. This whatnot shit, man. It's so hard to get it loading. Yeah, I mean, everyone goes through it. I just think he's got 4 other dogs, So here she is. I figured we watch a little bit of this. She just stopped in.
A rating this evening. She's gonna get this labeled jar of gemstones.
Wow, she got a lot of audio going there.
3 carat total weight of garnets. And we're gonna rate her, and that's what she bought. No big deal. Right?
She's doing pretty good on here.
That we did that nobody bid.
But I don't think I can lower the volume on
Go
this.
ahead and just put that in her thing. Because that's $5, right? Thanks, no graphics. Next.
I always say put a lot of audio in your work. Tourmaline comes from Maine.
This looks like Ruby.
Oh, Ruby girl. That was another heartbreak when I let her go.
That is Ruby and tourmaline and
I
garnet.
put Ruby down in 2012 on the 28th. And I put Buddy down on the 29th, 30th. That's just pretty remarkable. I lost my dogs at the same time.
$5, 20 seconds, running now. You get the
I can't believe it though. 'Cause I think Ruby was 14, 15. Buddy was 14. That's 30 years of having dogs. My goodness, how time flies. So what are you guys doing? MJ's probably hanging out with his pop. What are you doing, 95? Oh, it was incredible. It was incredible, 95, the vet, every time I called him up, he's like, I can't believe that. 130 pounds? That's pretty damn good. Oh, I don't think we can do this. I don't think we can do this. Well, her link's up top. We got to go find something else to play because the old copyright bandits will be out there. He didn't want to leave. He didn't want to leave. I think that's what the whole deal was. He'd been here for a good portion of his life and seen a lot of downs, seen a few ups. I'd like to play that one, but I got a copyright on that one. So this thing he's standing in front of is called the woodpecker. It's a huge, massive antenna field that the Russians used to jam radio around the world with it. That thing is huge. I think it's like 900 feet tall. Don't look it. That thing's huge. So good. I mean, I did everything I could. I was good to the dog. And I will tell you though, the Meloxicam, Buddy would have been gone a long time ago if it wasn't for the Meloxicam. I'll tell you right now. I'm going to play a little bit of this. This looked good. It's about the poison food. Both very much so.
Georgia, Jacksonville,
See, I couldn't turn the volume down on that whatnot.
So this was, I just want to show you this. This was Time Magazine in January of 2023. It says why ultra processed foods are so bad for you. Everybody, Time Magazine's finally on the right side of history. They've got their heads on straight. I'm sure they're going to stick with this new health regimen as they move forward. And then August 18th, why one dietitian is speaking up for ultra processed foods. I'm so many men, Jimmy. So a little over they do a complete flip flop over a year later. What happened in between? Well, what happened in between is Bobby Kennedy went on Fox News and said this about processed foods.
Why is the food coloring in particular bad?
The food coloring you see here, yellow food coloring, that is a petroleum product. It's associated with really, with depression. It's associated with autoimmune injuries and ADHD. The red dye also is, very bad. In Europe, the same companies are producing the same products, but they're using natural coloring. But here they can get away with it. We have about almost 1,000 chemicals that are in our food. They're either outright banned in Europe or actively discouraged, so you wouldn't be able to buy this kind of stuff in Europe. You ask about why it's so cheap, why it's so ubiquitous. It's because we subsidize the worst foods. We subsidize it with about
I think it's kind of very sad state of affairs, starting with food.
Natural flavors, which is this catch-all phrase that I guess was lobbied for, but the ingredients in natural flavors are not really natural.
No, in our country, natural flavors are chemical products. You can't trust what's on the ingredient label, and the reason for that, again, it's government corruption. It's that the agency, the USDA, the FDA, have been captured by the industries they're supposed to regulate, and they all have an interest in subsidies and then in mass poisoning the American public.
So that's what happened. So Time Magazine went from telling you the truth about processed food for whatever reason, and Bobby Kennedy actually gets on Fox News, tells the truth about it, and like the next day, all of a sudden, hey, no, processed food's good.
Yeah, and who could be more enlightened than a dietitian? That's like a chiropractor. This one chiropractor says magazine's argument.
I mean, what's wrong with petroleum? Bobby Kennedy, what's wrong with petroleum products? By the time most young women are 14 years old, they've absorbed enough Vaseline to start a grease fire. Come on, am I right? So here, Joe Rogan heard about this, and he went off on it. He went over this article. What's this?
We have a massive health crisis in this country. The obesity crisis is really legitimate, and it's terrifying that it's so prevalent and that no one's doing anything about it. And this is one of the things that RFK wants to do when he gets into office. And he's talking about
I think Trump should have picked RFK.
Terrible for health, that are ubiquitous in our diet, and to put some regulations.
Just gotta keep an eye on him with his gun control, gun grabbing. Other than that, the man's perfect. Well, not perfect, but he.
I saw a fucking article today in Time Magazine. It is. Wait a minute, this Time Magazine is still. Time Magazine is still out there. See if you can find this cover, this article. It was are super processed foods really bad for you?
Well, I like that they asked the question. Time Magazine. Are processed foods? Are you supposed to answer the question?
I'll let you guys listen to this. I'm gonna go smoke. I gotta slow down smoking though.
Hey, how do you get there?
It all comes together.
So, here we go. Joe's got more to say about it.
Seriously, this is the question. Instead of saying, is fentanyl bad? Yeah, wouldn't it be better to eat healthy? Yeah. Which everybody would agree. Are super processed foods really that bad for you? Well, I can help you out there real quick. Yes. There it is. Yesterday. Aren't as bad as you think. Oh, what if ultra processed food aren't as bad as you think? That's it. Well, they're not. They're a lot worse. They're fucking terrible for you. What kind of bullshit argument is this? This is real. They are really bad for you.
Jessica is passionate about the mimosas from Costco.
Oh, God, Jessica. How about have a banana? Get on the treadmill, you fucking idiot.
spend a month eating mostly foods like chips, soda, bagged bread, frozen food, and cereal. What happened to me is exactly what the research says would happen to everyone. Von Tulikin says he felt worse, he gained weight, his hormone levels went crazy, and before and after MRI scans showed signs of changes in his brain. As Von Tulikin
I think
highlighted the terrible emergency of society's love affair with
Buddy
ultra-processed foods.
said the vet said he had neural damage.
Specialized in working with clients from marginalized groups was irked. She felt that
He started walking on his knuckles on one leg quite a while ago after a bout of Lyme. And we got the Lyme basically out of his system, but I think it did some damage. Usually out of the food, the dry food.
Instead of she's worried about them eating poison. Is this the one that was being paid off by Nabisco? Because way back when he played soccer, the whole thing about this new dietitian where it's like, oh, you can be fat and have a lot of Oreos. It was like trying to make it racial. Really? Because, she was being paid off by Nabisco. I wonder if this person is being paid off to say that, okay, let's get back to Joe. Millions who are food insecure or have limited access to fresh food.
Well, that's the thing. Like take Bubba, for instance, goes to the food bank. Or Leslie. And it's a lot of the stuff that, they don't want. A lot of processed food. I always, when I had a good garden, I always try to bring a load of food every 3 weeks down to the food bank down here. It was about every 3 weeks when everything used to grow here.
I'm sorry, that's just Joe is being an obesist. That's what I think. Prejudice against the obese. By the way, speaking of
So you listening to some Pink Floyd?
someone, if you were that fat, which is very common today in America, they would put you in the circus. Wow, every day is the circus now. That was the world's fattest man in 1890. He was so large enough to be considered a freak show in the circus. That you can find that anywhere today. Go outside your house.
It's not a regular food bank.
Like that. These are mass produced now.
I think the Mormons put one on in Utah.
That used to be considered the world's fattest man.
Jesus Christ. I got friends that big.
My 600-pound life. Remember that show, My 600-Pound Life? Yeah, I wouldn't even, that guy's probably not even 600 pounds. He's probably 450. I say he's probably right there by the end of his life. He hit 700.
Once a month.
Now is a common thing, but back then it was like,
I think it's I think they serve the purpose, but I think you know,
or from some processed food place or a couple of them, or the processed food organization of America, and said, hey,
meal
well,
and
that's what they did.
I don't know what that means.
And they turned it into a racial thing. They made it, it's like you're racist if you tell people about bad
The
processed
hot's in the way again.
You're racist. Yeah. No, don't tell them.
The hot's in the way again.
You're judging them. Okay.
You can go 3 days a week for a meat and pay what you have. £2 of meat. I really, I just want you to know something, man. I am. Oh, a meal, breakfast and lunch. Yeah. We used to do that up in Pine, Idaho, in the middle of the woods. They had a beautiful, beautiful senior center. And at the time, they charged you $5. And man, oh man, what a dinner. What a lunch. Oh,
processed food in their neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Well, there'll be activist groups who actively try to keep that.
That's good.
I think there's you know, it costs money to do that shit, you know what I mean? To put something on like that.
They're all hired by some company. It's competition.
Qualifications, but not
Diabetes.
too much to take advantage of.
38.4 million people in the United States, while another estimated 97.
Well, I think, you know, listen to these statistics. I mean, why? Why are we doing this? Why are you sending $150 billion to fucking Ukraine, another $50 billion to Israel? Maybe put that and stop feeding Americans.
8.7 million people in the United States have diabetes and don't even know it. Well,
Yeah.
if they don't know it, how do you know it? And if you know it, why don't you tell them?
So far, I think I'm pretty good with my sugar.
Understand that. How do you know
I've
that
done a
if you
lot,
don't know it?
you know, in the last couple of years. Probably if I were, but not at church. I get it.
People with diabetes are over 2 times
I used to have 2 heaping teaspoons of sugar in my coffee, and now I use 1. I cut back on cremora, powdered cremora. If I make a fresh cup that day, I can drink it black with a little sugar in it.
We just did a video where a doctor was saying it's okay to be obese. Remember that? Yes. I'll be doing the story on Ozempic.
I don't quite understand how a country that's got a health minister or whatever you call him. Yeah. Yeah, well, I was lucky enough to be able to cut it back.
That's a cause of diabetes, where change in diagnostic criteria or aging population. So there's type 2 and type 1. Most people, type 1 is what you're.
I went up to my neighbor. He has his stereo going in his tractor. He says, "Hey, I haven't seen you in a while." I says, "I come over to see who's playing all this rock and roll music and what do you call that? Obese. Oh, fucking beast." His doctor called him obese. No more honey. So is our inside joke. But it was sad. You should see the fucking wood this guy cut this summer. It's unbelievable. Wood's as tall as me, probably about 60 feet long, and probably close to 8 feet wide. And he cut that all this summer and stacked it. Just absolutely phenomenal. He's about a couple of years younger than me. That's all good.
There's a known steady decline in beta cell pumps. Okay, so this is all because you're eating crap. It occurs mostly in individuals over 30, and the incidence
Once in a while.
the alarming number of patients with type 2
You
diabetes are barely.
what do you mean you can't get honey?
Most of these cases are a direct result of poor eating habits, higher body weight, and a lack of exercise.
Yeah, exercise.
Also known as being an American.
I mean, you know, I was pretty good with
That is amazing. Time magazine did that.
oh yeah, very expensive. Yeah.
Your part. Hey, these are bad for you.
What do you mean to change from sugar to honey? I don't like it. Don't have the right sweetener for me. Like some people told me to put honey in my coffee instead of sugar.
Hey, come see us on tour. Be in Duluth, Georgia, Jacksonville, Florida
And I tried it, and I just couldn't get into it. I can have honey in the tea. Well, I got cleaned up in here a little bit. You like it in your coffee? Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of it in my coffee, but to each his own. I just thought, we've been listening to this shit for how many years? They poison us with food, poison us. We were talking about that today. Because he remembers back in the day. When our country had this margarine kit. Remember that? Butter's gonna kill you. I don't know what to say anymore. Kind of wonder what the fuck we're doing. Not so much myself, but the people that are out there working and people that are paying taxes. You know what the frig they're doing with your tax money? I remember when McDee's was freaking awesome. Oh yeah, we were talking about that the other day when they went from beef tallow, cooking their fries in beef tallow, to cooking your fries in the toxic soy oil. But a lot of states are disallowed, I think. If the WR will still poison us, then I don't know what you mean. With addiction, absolutely. Man, them fries used to be good, huh? If they were maybe still poison us. No, I don't think they were totally poisoning us like they are now. No, blatant. Pretty blatant. I mean, what, a senator don't sit down and watch stories like this? I don't understand. Except one thing, it's got to be greed. They're taking money. Say, yeah, we'll let you put this shit in the fucking soft drink or whatever. Remember when soft drinks had sugar? I still remember them. You can still get them at Walmart. You can get Coca-Cola or a Pepsi. You got to look for the glass bottles and made in Mexico. Mexico won't let that shit in their country. Same with most of these poisons in the cereals and shit. You can't have that shit in Europe. Well, they were, I think they were very addictive. Back in the day, I used to go get my large French fry at McDonald's, and I'd go to Burger King to get a flame broiled burger. It used to be good. Well, what are you doing, MJ? You're pretty quiet. This guy's got an hour video on government, banks, malls, units and massive businesses shutting down. And we've heard this before. So we'll have to see. You want to say screw it and just watch this thing? Hey, Bubba. Blue tops for sale. We'll go to Chernobyl. I forgot what this is called, but it's one of the largest antennas ever built in the world. Blue roofs. I got a top on my roof. How you doing, Bob? We were just talking about food banks and foods and how you don't have you go to the food bank and they give you whatever processed shit there is. I'm going to get in trouble for this, but so they're breaking into Chernobyl. It's a no-go zone.
We snuck into the Chernobyl exclusion zone. Now we have a dangerous and difficult route to the
Next to
city of
Ralph's
Britain,
solar
where
panel.
We want to bring light to the stalker apartments and spin the Ferris wheel. But from the very beginning, things didn't go at all as we had planned.
How's your dog doing?
And the bikes. There's an ambulance here. When a dude got stuck by a snake here, they called an ambulance. Chernobyl ambulance. Man, we've had one accident after another. That's it. Options. Either I get up now and we go ride the bikes here so the police won't notice them. My bike. Can you stand up? Don't fall. Wait, don't touch the bikes. Are you feeling better or should we call an ambulance? How long do we have to ride? 9 hours.
Correct, man. Get all that 130 pounds off the ground. He worked hard, man. I mean, I really, honest to God. Yeah. I don't know. MJ didn't say too much. 95's listening to Pink Floyd. Really did suck, you know. We used to having family gatherings. I never got over that, you know. How's the DoorDash going? I sent you something, I think. That DoorDash is being sued by a class action. That's something. No, I haven't seen any of them. If you don't want to watch this and you got something. No, the warning signs of suicide and self-harm. What kind of commercial was that? That identify as codes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Wait till you see this NRA. Friggin' cooking oven. Heat and cook. Neat. Very neat. All right. You just give me a minute. It went up to 3K. Wow. Then dropped to 5 point. you. Wow. It's amazing. Bubba got some big numbers on his live, and what was that? What the hell was that, man? I'm starting to hear popping and snapping. I'm not hearing Buddy walking around or breathing heavy. I'm hearing a lot of noises. Hearing a lot of Macy's. Oh, they've been really bad. Come on, man. What the fudge? All right, let's turn that off. Let's do that. Let's do that. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Don't do this shit to me. Fuck, man. Come on, man. Get off my goddamn screen. Ugh. All right, let's see if I can scroll up. I can on this one. Why? Why you got a commercial? Why the hell you got a commercial? Oh, because it got over 1,000 views? Oh. Yeah, I've ran into that with my shit. Go play it and it's got commercials. Like, wait a minute. You ain't paying me for it. Hold on. Come on. What the? I can't believe them cats, that squirrel got even that close to him. Thieves. Well, I think I'm like 670 or something. Is that what they do? Oh. I remember the time Buddy was walking in the backyard towards me and he had something in his mouth. It was a brand new squirrel. Fell out of the nest. I called him Rusty. He's back out in the wilderness. Yeah, I already gave you a thumbs up on that one. Making money or something crazy. They're cut. Then you have to report it on taxes. Yeah. Well, I think Penny told me it was $4 a thousand. Yeah. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, we never go there. So I'm not over worried about it because I ain't never gonna reach those deals. Oh, we got a phone call. I don't know who this is. Hello?
Hey, Ralphie, it's Rhonda.
You live?
Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. Hello, everybody in the room.
Yep.
I won't stay on long, so you can enjoy your room and do what are you talking about tonight? You usually don't go live at night, do you?
No, I was having a little tough time.
Oh boy, yeah.
It's about, you know, something. Oh, fucking 10 years here. Sundays is always like, I don't know. It's like a real kind of lonely, hollow day. You know what I mean? Everyone's got their own thing they're doing. You can't get get together with people, even if you met people or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I used to get like that around the holidays after Mom and Dad passed.
Yeah,
I understand that.
you do.
You know, you see, you know, other families, you know, with their get-togethers, the cars at everybody's
Yeah.
houses, and you know that they're all enjoying themselves, and you know, and you're just sitting there by yourself. It sucks. I know, Ralph. It does. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm going to try and find you.
95 says hello, and Bubba's in the house. He said hello also.
Oh, well, hello 95 and hello Bubba and everybody else who's there. I have some news for you.
All right. Well, I'm going to step out for a minute because I need to smoke. I've been smoking too much. Man. We'll walk past. I don't see. I mean, actually, I'm not so bad. I'm not even worried about it at this point. I just only thing I can do is take one day at a time. I filed the homestead exemption there.
Yeah.
And so the money I got saved to put towards my taxes, I might have to pay.
Oh.
Oh, I just stepped out for a minute. Well, we'll see you later. 95 just left.
Oh. Okay, hold on.
So we can hang out if you want. I'm running a little bit longer. I ain't in no hurry.
Okay. I don't see that on this list.
No, I didn't think he was.
95. I'm back on your YouTube. Well, yeah, I'll hang with you for a little bit. I'm getting ready to roll cigarettes. It's gonna be loud.
You know, that's good by me. I just having some people around. I know I need time to be alone, and I guess enough time to do that. You know what I mean? There's a whole bunch of time to do that coming up probably. And you know, we'll just deal with what we got to deal with. I didn't really come on here to air my sorrows. I didn't come here. I says, you always have some cool things. 95 was talking about Pink Floyd and some cool shit. Bubba was talking about cool shit. And that's good by me.
Yeah, it's good to take your mind off of.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Very, very true. It doesn't mean it's any better, but I'm sitting here. I just talked to my buddy on radio about a half hour ago. Really didn't have much to say. How's his weather down in Florida? How's my weather? And so.
You know what? Sometimes those are the best conversations to have. They're, you know.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying that was it, and we said we'll meet on another frequency tonight.
Yeah.
You know, so.
I'm glad you have your.
I certainly am too. I'm glad I got you guys. You know, I don't care if there's this.
Yeah.
We've been living with 3 people in the room, 2 people in the room for how long? This room has never got straightened out. And
no. You know, a lot of people aren't even on YouTube anymore.
Well, I'm going to tell you that I'm not blaming myself for my content. I'm not doing that. I'm not cocky about it, but the fact of the matter is that when YouTube started playing their shit in the last 5 years, people were just saying, fuck this, I'll go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I do. I go to Rumble. I watch these YouTubers talk to me about what's going on in Palestine, and they're showing the Mujahideen hitting tanks and shit, but he won't show it because he can't. So if I go to Rumble, I can find the same video and actually watch the shit be blown out about that thing. You know, and then I got RT News, which RT News is very proud of showing Russians blowing up the American tanks that we gave them for free.
Yeah, that sounds about right, doesn't it?
Well, you know, I served in the military, so I have an interest in how these guys are fighting, and they're brilliant. They're hard ass warriors, I'll tell you that much, and they ain't got a whole lot to eat either. And the whole thing was these guys are showing the operations that are going on. And if you listen to the news media, it's total bullshit what they're telling you. They're hiding behind children. No, they're not. That really bothered me an awful lot because I said, well, is there any truth to this? They did it in Vietnam. But my attitude is before you drop napalm on a friggin' village, bring your troops in there and go root out the bad guy.
Yeah.
Don't be blowing people up. So.
Yeah. Or why are you even blowing up villages anyway?
Right, exactly. What do we do? So I had these boots from LL Bean. You know, LL Bean is Maine
Yes.
and all that shit.
Yep.
And I needed them because I got frostbite. The night I was supposed to go on a date, I was just so panicked. I'm gonna have my toes removed. They were turning color, and I had worked on my old truck just a little too long. I kept telling myself, "You got to go in and finish it up." But I'm almost done, Ralph. He let's keep going, and I stretch. Anyways, those boots didn't give me frostbite at 25 below zero, but I came here and I got frostbite. Maybe because I was out longer. So I went and bought a pair of L&L Bean boots, and the fucking things ain't got no cleats on the bottom. I can show you. They're fairly smooth. And I bust my ass like 3 or 4 times here, went off the roof. I said, I got to do something. So I saved up that year and I was determined to get me a pair of Sorels. And I got my pair of Sorels with knobby bottoms and good for 40 below. What else I do is when we start running into ice, like six of those knobs on strategic part of the boot, I screw in a sheet metal screw, a hexagon sheet metal screw, so I can walk on ice.
You know, you can. I don't know if they really work, but you can buy.
I don't.
That will, you know about those?
Oh, everyone's telling me, fuck the screws, go buy these things, and then you gotta lace them up over your boots and all this shit. No, I'm good with my cleats. I take them out. If we ain't got no ice, I just unscrew them out. And when the ice comes back, that was a really tough thing. And I'm not gonna go beat this, but I'll tell you what, my dog was very, very disappointed the last 3 winters here. Very, very, very disappointed.
No snow.
Yeah, no snow, all ice. And he was having a hell of a time. He went down several times and hard. So,
Yeah, we haven't had much snow here either.
no, no, that's crazy.
Yeah, and if we do get snow, it melts in a day or two.
Well,
and then you got a muddy mess, and then it freezes, and then you got an icy mess.
we had 3 mud seasons last year, started in January.
Yep.
And I
It's
did
bad enough to have one, and then you have
3, and they sucked because Buddy go out, and everyone's telling me, "Oh, well, clean his puss." That dog didn't want that shit to happen. I couldn't train him to do that. He was very, very stubborn about things. So I like bring him up to the porch and then take a rag and wipe his paws up. That wasn't going to happen. Number one. So number two, the house got shitty, and not only him, it got shitty from me. Just trying to get to the car in the house.
Yeah. Yep.
And you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. It's no fun.
It isn't.
A big headache.
And then we drive up here. The car sinks down 4 inches. There's a gully there, and then it freezes solid. And you're trying to walk on this shit, and you break your ankle. So it's really been. I've done plenty of videos on what the fuck is this shit. Another thing here, and it hasn't happened in this year or last year that I remember, but over the years, even when I listened to Mike Morales, I kept aware of what he was telling us. And I hear an aircraft go by, and that's a real strange way for this aircraft. I know where all the flight plans are here, right in Maine, where I'm at. And this plane is coming east of me. And I don't think it's heading towards, I know it ain't heading towards Bengal. I'm like, why is this plane coming out of JFK flying over my house? That's way, maybe they're going around a storm or something. But you call me, batshit crazy. But 20 minutes, a half an hour, if it was raining, it'd start snowing. If it was snowing, it'd start raining, and there'd be a metal smell. And I haven't smelt that metal smell in a long time. And I truly believe that's what they were doing. They were this.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, you can see it. You can see them brand like bugs having the whole tic-tac-toe thing in the sky, and yep, the next day we have a storm.
The thing about that is your tic-tac-toes that they lay out there. If it comes. If it stays together and comes to the east here, what it does is block my sun all day with chemtrail clouds.
Yeah.
Let me get this for you. You want to see something?
Okay.
This was okay. There it is. Check this out. This was fucked up. And nobody in Maine talked about it. I didn't hear anyone get angry about it. Still,
oh wait, I gotta unmute.
Oh yeah, you don't really need to listen to it. There's nothing to it. It's a very short video from Channel 6. Watch this. Watch this. Come on now. Look at this.
Oh wow. Yep.
Now this is Channel 6. This is Channel 6 News here in Maine. And they're fucking in it's chaff. It's not conspiracy.
Yeah, they're outright saying it.
Can you see that on the screen?
Yeah, I sure can.
Radar showed chaff over eastern Maine. Like, you realize what this shit is? This shit is aluminum particles. Ain't that something? And somebody caught one over towards Leslie's place. Look at that.
Where's Leslie at?
Oregon.
Okay.
They've been dumping it up there too.
And they come right out and say it.
Yeah, it says this is. Yep, just hold on. It says News Center, Maine. This is a news channel. It got 8,500. Here's what I wrote. I didn't even remember commenting to these people. Hold on a second. You want to see what I wrote?
Yeah.
For some reason, I typed in regular writing. The law in Maine should be all over this and look at locking the swine up. For that would do this chaff very bad for the environment. Anyone knows government shows here. What the hell did I write? Huggins shows government to show her. Oh, governor. I'm sorry. This is chaff. And never mind the chemtrails. Oh my God, spray well. And then somebody answered me, and I don't ever remember getting this response. It's done daily anymore. Can't do crap about it. So somebody
Did they give a reason for why they're spraying
No,
the chaff?
no, that's with the audio. That they just put this up. That's with the audio. The audio's on.
I have it muted.
Well, it don't matter. There's no audio.
Oh, there's no audio.
No.
Okay.
This is 2:45 p.m. That's 5:49 p.m. when it starts around 2 o'clock and it ends right around 2:49. Starts at 1:30 during the day. Was somebody up there trying to block the sun to see if they could get the temperature to drop? But as far as I know, those are aluminum particles to fuck up radar.
Yeah, because aren't there nuclear subs off the coast of Maine?
I think there is. I think there's a Russian sub sitting between me and the Titanic myself.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Well, I know that there's, and I forget the name of the military aircraft, but they'll fly in circles, and that's part of how they. I forget what the purpose of them flying in circles, but it has to do with how they establish either radar or radio communication with the nuclear subs that are off of Maine. Our nuclear.
I think that I don't think they do that. I think what they use is real low frequency. You know your AM dial on your radio?
Yeah.
You know down 55? Do you do radio station? You don't listen to AM radio, right?
No, I don't really listen to the radio at all because the reception is so bad here, and my car stereo doesn't work right now.
So it goes down, I think, 55 kilohertz. Well, they're down at 300 kilohertz. It's really, really low frequency. And when they go that low in frequency, the transmission actually goes through rock. And so, as I understand it, that's the way they communicate. Now, for subsurfaces, they got antennas and can take, digital and voice through that if it's surfaces. But when that sub's underwater, I think they got to use low frequency.
Well, I know they do that because they use isn't that the EAM, the emergency action messages? Isn't that done using low frequency?
No. No, you mean civil defense?
No. These are our military aircraft communicating with each other. There's a channel on YouTube there's one called New York Prepper, and then there's another one called it's not Intel, I forget what it's called. I'll send you a link to them, and you can see what I'm talking about.
So the planes that fly in circles usually got a big round dome on the top of them.
Yeah.
It looks like a frisbee.
Yep.
Those are AWACS. So those I think they can detect incoming missiles, but they can track the aircraft too.
Yeah. Because if you go on flight radar, you can see. Did you ever go on flight radar?
Yeah, I go on there quite a bit. But do you remember the one Mike Morales showed from up here in Maine? I don't know if I got that one. Mike Morales was all upset because his plane was doing some really crazy shit over here in Maine.
Yeah.
All right. Well, evidently, I don't know if he didn't want to embarrass everyone, but it looks like a giant penis And honest to God, it's a penis shape, and it's the tip is right at the mouth of it's New York and Vermont. They got a big lake up there. I'm telling you the truth about that. I think I might have that. Radar in Maine. I forgot. I know I got it. In Maine. No. Radar. Heads up. Well, I'll click on this, see what happens. I can't find it. I can't find it. Well, you seen my vagina video, right?
Yeah, I saw your vagina.
I mean, I didn't know what to call it. I mean, what the hell are these people doing, and how are you doing this? You know what I mean?
I know.
Because that storm, man, I'm telling you, that storm was big. That was a legendary storm up here, I think.
Oh, yeah.
My neighbor lost tons of trees.
Yeah. Yep. It's not typical of your weather, is it?
No,
No.
no. That thing came in January. We should have been getting snow. I think it went up to 50, 55 degrees. I was sitting here on the live stream that morning. I said, something's up. Because my wind chimes out there when they bellows like that, when they bellow like that, I know we're in for some kind of heavy weather.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got. We got I got some pictures from oh my. It's some garden pictures. It's unbelievable. That's a reefer. And so then the thing said 40 mile an hour. No, it was 40 miles an hour, right? Impossible up to 1.5 inches or 2 inches of rain. So I read it in front of all you guys. And by noontime, I did that other video. Here we go. I got my channel right here. We did that other video. I'll find that. Hold on a second. I know what I did with it. It's in here. It's in my playlist. That's the vagina one, but let me go get this other one because Mike Morales, I talked about it and I went there and I was like, you got to be shitting me. And what they did was they flowed down. All right, let's put 50 on the page. They flowed down, then they left Bangor, and then they went straight down. And they ended at Lake Champlain. I think that's exactly where it was. Lake Champlain up here. Oh my, there's quite a few pictures of Bud in the snow. I forgot I had these. Our favorite time of the year here. Look at all the chemtrail videos. So, yeah. And so, this shit came in, and I knew something. This ain't right. This ain't right because it is 60 mile an hour plus, and I'm being very conservative when I said that. And I went and I shot a video, and I'll play the video if I can find it. But I'm looking for the other video with the radar track that Mike Morales brought to my attention. And it's got to be many years ago.
I got a question. You might know the answer to this. Okay. Last week or so, I don't know, doesn't matter when it was. There was two what kind of helicopters were they?
Good. Hello. Laura's just showed up. There were two helicopters.
Hello, Laura.
There were two helicopters that showed up.
Yeah, there were two of them. I can't remember the name of them.
Black Hawk.
No, they weren't Black Hawks. They were the kind that you see in Vietnam where there's two propellers.
Okay, shit hook. Yep.
Okay, there was two of those, and one was on Flight Radar 24, and the other one wasn't.
Huh.
And they circled around my town. The one made a circle around my town, and then it continued on going south. Now, my question is, about 10 minutes before these choppers came in, the winds had been calm all day, and then all of a sudden, the wind here just went crazy. I mean, it was like blowing garbage. I mean, it was nuts. It was at least, I would say, a good 45 mile an hour wind gusts, but not gusts, sustained. I mean, just out of nowhere. And it lasted about 5 or 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden it quieted down, and about 10 minutes later, here come these choppers. I don't know if one has anything to do with the other.
I don't think so.
Well,
I don't think so.
But
the gusty winds and a shit hook don't go together.
Okay.
I found the January storm, and Laura remembers this storm very well. We're talking to Rhonda, and so what's that?
I said, "Hi, Laura. It's Rhonda."
So I shot this video, and then I went out while I was waiting for the video to download, because now the machines are, they ain't working too well. And it was just like a tornado came through here. And you heard the classic freight train?
Yeah.
No, this ain't the one. This was the ice storm.
Yeah.
And when this tree branch reaches here, the power goes out. That's constant.
Yeah. Okay, when was this?
This one was January 29th, 222. So I'm still looking for the one I was telling you about. I don't know why it's set up like this. Usually it's a bunch of squares. That is, I think that's the last time Buddy and I went down to the lake. Right there. Yeah, we made it down the lake, and I didn't put a date on it. That was just a nice walk. December 31st, 2021. I think there might have been one after 2022.
Yes, we had that ice storm here in Michigan in it was late February of 2023. So a year and a half ago. And I didn't have power for a few days. There was a lot of, and I'm in a rural area, so the places that were farther out in the country than I am, some of them, they didn't have power for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I had mine out for 5 days. You had power out, didn't you, Laura? Laura says there was quite a bit of damage down in Saco. The southern coast of Maine was ripped apart. I mean, it was ripped apart pretty bad. it took them months to get some of them people, I think, back online. And so I go and I'm out of power, but I hook up my inverter and I get my TV going around 6 o'clock to see what the hell this was all about, what they're saying. And the only thing this governor looked really, 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 really pissed off is she should have told us about this. And they had 92-mile-an-hour wind gusts. And NOAA was only forecasting 40 miles an hour possible. And that wind came to here and busted all these trees all the way down to my neighbor's land down there. Josh and I took a walk down there, and I couldn't believe it. I really honestly couldn't believe the amount of damage.
It must have looked like a tornado went through there.
It looked like it to me. He calls it a downdraft. But I'm calling it a friggin' tornado. I couldn't see a funnel though. I can't find this video, Rhonda. It's like I'm rehearsing shit I don't even want to see right now.
Yeah.
All the line tick shit I went through. Yeah. Well, I'll go one more time. Look at that zucchini. Who says you can't grow zucchini?
I can't see it.
All right. Let's go watch this. Don't tell me I can't grow fucking food. This is 2020 when things started getting bad and I started noticing things are getting bad. I don't know what this video is about. I know they're going to show you my beautiful zucchini. That sounds kind of dirty, but I didn't mean it like that.
I'm sorry, my mind just...
Yeah, I know. Everyone might go down there. I don't know where women get off calling it a zucchini.
Hi guys, temper time. Ladies, don't be laughing.
Remember I made that melon video for you one time?
Oh, yeah. That was a while ago.
I ate the
That
one
was
I
a while
had
ago.
last year. So we got a few eggplants going here.
Look at that.
You know, I don't know.
Look at that. Fucking beautiful. Ralphie could grow a garden. What happened here?
Into how to pick eggplants.
No, it's not
Thanks
Ralphie's
for
fault.
watching, guys.
No.
It's been a
Yeah,
long
we know
run.
whose fault
Grow
it is.
season for everybody. Growing everything, it seems like, except the reefer. The reefer really like this crazy.
I'm complaining.
Shit weather we got.
I've been complaining. I was complaining then too, and I thought it was bad then, but it got really bad. It got really bad. That was a nice eggplant there, Laura. Yeah. You gotta go way, way back in my channel. Laura's laughing too.
Yeah, she's dead.
I don't know how you get off on an eggplant that looks like that, but man, if you've been with guys that look like that, I guess more power to you. I would think more like cucumber would be laughable, but whatever.
We were waiting for zucchini, Ralph.
Was zucchini.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that nice? I ain't got no flowers. It's beautiful, green. I ain't got a bud on the fucking thing. Not one bud. You know, I don't want to do this no more. My goal was to grow a fucking garden and get at least 40% of my stuff. Like that eggplant, you know what I did with that eggplant? I brought it in. I sliced it about 3/8 of an inch thick. I put some egg and some breadcrumbs on it, and then I fried them. And then I put them in a Ziploc bag, fairly warm. And I try to take all the air out. I put, like one eggplant. I let them dry. I let them cool down quite a bit, but I just leave a little warmth in there. And what you do is when you put them in there and you seal that bag up, it actually, when it cools down, the bag collapses on it real tight. And then dreary old cold winter January, when I've already went down and seen my folks and I'm getting kind of lonely up here, I take that thing out. I take a can of red pack sauce and put some down and then drop them on there and put them in the oven for about an hour, 45 minutes with some mozzarella cheese, make egg parmesan, just brighten my day right the fuck up. And they froze really, really well. Really, really well.
Really, see that plant.
Oh yeah. Yeah. If you do what I think if you do what I say, you won't have no issue at all.
Yeah. Damn
And,
it.
and you know the coating didn't fall off after I put the sauce on there. Oh, I'm telling you, I look forward to that meal every winter. The other
Yeah.
thing is I'd go get 12 bean soup mix
Yep.
and either chicken or beef stock and some cherries, some peppers and kale and potatoes. And you make this shit called Portuguese soup. You know Portuguese soup, Laura? Oh, what a nice winter's dish, you know. And I felt, go ahead.
Yes, if you're making me hungry.
I had a toast this morning. I had a half a sandwich this afternoon. I haven't eaten nothing. I'm just not hungry. I'm not hurting myself. I'm just not hungry. So maybe I'm going to stop picking up traits of Buddy where Buddy only ate when he did something.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna eat less for a little bit. You're gonna sleep less for a little bit, and then eventually your body will say, "Okay, it's time to eat more and smoke less," and
Well,
get back to yourself the way you should.
I don't have nothing, Laura. I don't have nothing. They no the plant is very healthy. Leaves are green, leaves are big, the stalk of the plant can hold probably 3 of them easily without breaking. Ain't no flowers. Ain't no flowers. And I'm running out of time. That eggplant needs at least 5 weeks, I would think, to develop. I didn't really keep an eye on them. So even if I got a flower on it today, we're running out of time. It's all over here. And now the sun is coming, is heading back down to the south, so the days are shorter. Oh well.
Yeah, I mean, I know it happens a minute at a time. I mean, a minute a day. But it sure seems like it crept up on us all of a sudden, and it was getting dark at 9:30. Now it's getting dark at 8:30. It's already dark here, and they're shooting off stupid fireworks, and Star is scared.
Oh. Maybe put her on a leash and go out there and get instead of being scared, bark at it.
Bark at her?
No, back at it. Have her barking at. Go get him! Go get him! And she'll. No.
No. What she does, and she'll probably do this in a minute, is if I'm sitting at my desk, which I am, because I just finished rolling the sticky, she'll get under the desk and curl up around my feet. And there's not room for both of us under here. I mean, not that I'm under the desk, but her and my feet. So it's a tight squeeze for her, but that gives her comfort more than anything else.
I never had that issue. Although Buddy would bark at him, Ruby would try to attack him.
Yeah.
But they weren't scared.
Right.
Remember, all summer long we lived in a tent. So when lightning and thunder came through, Ruby used to just sound asleep. But
they had to get used to it then.
I think if Laura, I was hungry for at least 2 weeks. I think I lost 5 pounds. If you guys get organic, I wouldn't buy an eggplant at the market. I think you're just buying crap. But if you get a local grower that's got an eggplant, grab that eggplant and try that. Try egg wash.
Egg wash, okay.
Then some what do they call that? Japanese breadcrumbs, pico? Panko. Those work really good too. And then slowly fry it in the pan till the eggplant softens up and you get a nice brown on it. And gently take them out, put them on a rack to cool. And then put them in a freezer bag and try to get all the air out. And then when you want them, you take a casserole dish, a can of Red Pack sauce or puree. That's all I use. And put a little down first, then put your eggplant down. And put a little cheese on top of that and some sauce and just layer it. And then throw it in the oven for 350 45 minutes. And man, that eggplant comes right back to life. It really, really, really tasty. I mean, I'm going to miss it this year. I got excited like 6 weeks ago when this plant was coming up. I'm like, oh, it's starting to move now. No, ain't happening. So I'm not saying the whole garden's a waste, but for all the effort I put into it, no.
I know.
It ain't.
Well, that's why I didn't even try it with anything this year, because the last 2 years have been shit, and it's. I mean, you know how much hard work it is, and time. And,
yeah.
Yeah.
I used to. There were no weeds in my garden years ago. I'd go out there after the live stream, and I'd be on my hands and knees for at least an hour every day.
Oh yeah.
And just making sure all the weeds were getting out of there. And it's just everything's got overgrown. The asparagus, Michigan. Rhonda's in.
I'm in Michigan, Laura. Southeast Michigan.
But I look forward to that. And last year I got a couple little eggplants, and this year's none. So evidently it's going downhill fast.
Can she hear me?
Yeah, I don't know. Can you hear Rhonda on the phone? Can you hear Rhonda? Laura?
Yeah, I think she did, because she typed, oh, okay.
Oh.
Yep, she says she can hear me.
Okay.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Laura. And I think I'm going to say goodnight, Ralph. I got to get Star her.
Yep. I know the regiment, man. I was having quite a bit of time around 4:30, 5 o'clock when that boy he knew.
Yeah.
And even when I changed the clock, I look when he starts maybe barking lightly at me.
Yeah.
He'd back lightly at me. And look at the friggin' clock, and it's either 5 of or 5 past or 5 o'clock. That dog never missed a beat at 5 o'clock. I don't understand that for the life of me. Because we changed the clocks an hour, so you can't be using the sun.
No.
Yeah,
They know.
yeah.
They know a lot. But I'll let you chat with Laura and hopefully some other people come in the room.
I'm probably going to shut down here in a little bit. I'm glad you called though, and thank you for the information, but I don't think that's going to work. I mentioned it on there that you mentioned to me doing me a GoFundMe, maybe,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you know, everyone in here, nobody's got any money. Everyone's broke. I just take it care of myself. We'll see what happens with the tax. I got to pay the tax. I got to pay the tax. You know, so.
Hopefully you won't have to, and I'm gonna be praying on that for you and sending positive vibes out your way for
Right.
that.
We're still not out the gate because I got to get 3 pallets of coal. And unless somebody got back to sanity coal prices, they're going to be $800 a pallet. And I need at least 2 more. These are small bags. It's only 2,200 pounds on each one of these pallets. The other ones I was getting was 2,500. I have to go to Ralph. I have to shower and get Ben, I have. Oh, no way. You got to work tomorrow? Well, that sucks. You have a good night, Laura. Thanks for coming in and all your positive vibes. And Rhonda, thank you for coming, giving us a call. And Bubba and MJ, you still here? I hope you have a good night.
I think they're gone. It looked like somebody, I think it was Bubba, went to get a cup of coffee, or somebody did.
Oh,
Yeah,
95 and Bubba went to get coffee?
Yeah. So try and get some sleep tonight, Ralph.
Yeah.
I know it's hard.
Yeah.
But,
it's all good. You know, like I said, I didn't get on here to be me, but this has got me through a whole lot of time. Even when we got a couple of people in here. Good night. Good night. And farewell. It's got us through a lot of years. And whether we got 3 or 15 people in here, I never liked the room much over 25, 30 people anyway.
yeah, it can be too much sometimes.
Yeah, because if somebody makes a comment, you're putting your effort in for the comment, and like I had a speed reader, either you or Sister Golden here would get on the phone and help read the comments, and I'd answer them or whatever. I don't think people's comments should just go to waste. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're like the 15, 20 in a room.
Yeah, that's a good size room.
Yeah, it keeps moving. Have a good night, Rhonda. We'll catch you later.
All right, you take care, Ralphie, and Star sends hugs.
Oh, very cool. What a pretty dog.
Oh, thank you.
We'll see you later.
For Uncle Ralph. All right, good night.
Good night. And Laura, you have a good night too. And whoever's watching or lurking, how we get 5 thumbs up in the room is beyond me. Hope everyone is doing well. And Laura, I guess I'm kind of sad you got to work tomorrow. But I hope you get through the day. And we'll catch you all later. Be good to yourself. And try to be good to others. Do the best you can with what you got. We'll see you later, alligators.